Today's quest is unlikely Valentine. We just spoke to Ellie and she has sent us in the direction of Nick Valentine. Now, one thing about this quest is every part of it can be completely skipped if you head straight on over to the Boston Common over here and go right into Park Street Station and you find Nick yourself. You can do it at any point of the game. You do not need to go to Diamond City to start it with Ellie, but I recommend if you're doing this in sequence and you're doing Jewel of the Commonwealth, this is the next step for you. So, we'll head on over to Park Street Station. Now, if you need to walk over to it from Diamond City, I'll show you exactly where it is. So, we've just left the detective agency. Our next step is getting out of here. So we'll run straight down and out of the city itself. Because one of the most difficult parts of this is actually finding Park Street Station and the Boston Common. It's great pointing at an icon on the map, but I know for a lot of people it's easier for me to just walk from point A to point B for you. Now, to make the quest a little easier, you could speak to Mama Murphy. She will, if you give her a chem, possibly Jap, tell you of a little line to say to some big guy about the quarry. You may not know what that is until you use it, but I'll explain that when it actually would be needed. So run along the side here. You'll pass some Diamond City security. Apart from the dogs back in the junkyard here, there shouldn't be too much, and the route I'm going to take you should avoid most of the problems here. Random encounters aside though, they can appear. Okay, so this area directly in front of us is heavily infested with super mutants. So I recommend at Trinity Plaza, which is this right here. You take a little left. We veer off in this direction. See all the mannequins, you're on the right track. There's a raider that's always holed up in that building there. It's a lone one, but they're normally a very high level for whatever level you're at. So they can be several levels above a low level player. Be sure to pick up some explosives. May need it later on. Do come well equipped for this. And don't worry, if you're doing anything other than a survival run, which means you can fast travel, then once you discover this place, you can fast travel back to the likes of Sanctuary in that direction to do lesser quests and exploring to build yourself up. Because the enemies in here are pretty tough. So, this is Park Street Station on the map here. So from Diamond City, it's just a short walk to the east. Let's go inside. Nick Valentine is a detective. Need him to find our son Sean.
Joining Skinny Malone's crew was the
There's no sneak route here. You will have to fight through the triggerman. Thankfully, a strong enough weapon with a bit of a damage boost, and we can make it through it. Now, there's going to be a lot more enemies than what I kill here. When you get to this next section, there's about a dozen of them, and usually a legendary one on the other side of the track. You'll be taking a lot of fire. Stick to cover, use explosives, the terrain to your advantage. If you're getting overwhelmed and you still want to push on, by all means, they don't follow you too far. And if you really need some health and a pick-me-up, Nuka-Cola Quantum over here will do just the trick for you. I recommend bringing on a wee companion to help you out here. Kill them because they can interrupt you trying to do this bit. Don't let them. Get the vault door opened. Your companion, whoever it is, will catch up with you if you left them behind with a few other enemies. Quickly run in.
Open the door. Why is that thing so loud?
These two will instantly come out to meet you. Now, here's a little sneaky trick. This is what happens when you play the game way too much. Mines. Bottle cap mine ideally, but normal mines can do. And put them in this yellow box here, right? So, see that box there? Right there. Leave them. That'll come in handy later. About one bottle cap mine would do the job. 3 or 4 frag mines can also help out.
I got a question. Why the hell would anyone build a vault?
2 more dead Trigger Man. Trigger Man. They do carry submachine guns, and you will get a lot of 45 rounds. 45 rounds isn't the most common in the Commonwealth. And this is probably the largest source you'll have them. Remember, picking up submachine guns will give you the ammo that's in them. Usually you get upwards of 20 per submachine gun. You can drop them if the carry weight's too high, but I always recommend picking up every weapon that you can. Scrapper perk does exist, so, you know. Hop on down. Usually a wee trigger man sitting waiting for you at the bottom. And then it'll direct you deeper into Vault 114. Built in an old subway system. Actually, I should have showed you at the vault door. On the way out, we can have a look-see. They actually dug into a grave yard, and a couple of the coffins started falling out. Quite a cool sight.
How you doing in there?
There's only one enemy in this room. Don't be fooled. He is not a good guy. Dino here.
What is that?
There's no conversation with Dino. Dino just has to die because you need the key.
Give Skinny Malone more time to think about how he's gonna buck you off. Hey, you!
Although you can unlock it with a novice terminal, so technically you don't have to kill Dino.
Before they realize muscles for brains ain't coming back. Get
Override door systems,
this door open.
and now you're in. Grab the bobblehead.
There we go.
It'll give your vendors 100 more caps for bartering. Very, very useful.
Haha, my knight in shining armor.
He's a robot.
Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb?
Nick's great. Some of the best voice lines in the game.
My son, Sean, is missing.
Missing kid, huh? I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help.
He's going to offer to help you, and all you have to do is follow him out of this vault.
Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled out of the old neighborhood by bigger players. Until they found this place. Don't know what happened to the previous owners, but they're not exactly around to charge rent. An empty vault. Perfect hideout.
What?
Hard and loud, huh? Well,
You can set up mines and wait for them at the door. I tend to just get down, get my hands dirty. Now, the one thing is Nick can get stuck, so like with all missions and recommendations, you save the game just in case it doesn't go your way. It is a lot easier that way. Let's go, Nick. Dog meat can end up sort of cutting his path out, so that's what's causing him to slip up. You can't run ahead without him because this next door can only be opened by Nick, and it sort of showcases his unique ability to pick some locks. Not all locks, but he can do quite a few. Think up the expert. Yeah, sometimes doing this solo might be better because Dogmeat is a rascal when it comes to
this door's
cutting
on the
people's
fritz.
passing off.
Let me see if I can get it open.
Pathing.
Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
It's a small vault. There's not a lot to it. Most of it's cut off, so
Anyone you walk away.
don't forget to pick this up.
Nice.
Just gives you 5 AP points. Hey, more AP points for running and gunning. Using VATs. Next room's got a few more.
Dead.
There's lots of really good items around here. Some that you never really see throughout the game. Preserved items. Unrusted things. Quite the setup they had here. And another
More
staircase.
stairs. Fitness instructor.
What the?
Couple more dead. Exit zone.
Skinny Malone and the rest of his boys are waiting for us somewhere. The name's, ironic, but don't let that fool you. He's dangerous.
Some Vault 114 jumpsuits as a little thank you for joining in. And then we need Nick to unlock this door here, so let him get up to it.
Another locked door. shouldn't be too hard.
And you'll find out why the mines now were so useful. And this is also the point in which you can use a charisma check from Mama Murphy about the quarry.
Once we
We don't have that
get
option,
ready for anything.
but there's another charisma check you can do anyway. It's just that one I think makes it a little easier and a bit of unique dialogue.
You're coming to my
See where they're
house,
standing?
Shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl? I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me?
You don't have to go through
And I
this
ain't
dialogue,
letting
you can
some
kill them
private
right
dick
away
shut
if
us
you want.
down now that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always got things under control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out?
So you can convince Darla to leave, which means you've only got 3 people to deal with if you end up going down the violent route. Or you can just encourage the violence, or go
That
sarcasm.
wasn't the plan originally, but hey, tempting.
Hey, I'm the one in charge here.
So you can say you and Nick, he'll give you a bit of background, Darla's the problem, or you can end peacefully.
This is all just a misunderstanding, Skinny. You know that. You let us walk, and we won't come back.
You and Nick shot all of my crew, and you expect to just... All right. You're lucky I still owe him for that time back in the quarry. I'm gonna give you 2 until the count of 10.
What are you doing, Skinny? Kill him!
No, Darla. They get 1 chance to leave. Skinny Malone's putting his foot down.
My mother was right. You mobsters are all
Boom.
So much for Skinny Malone.
Don't need to worry about that.
Think he's lighter or heavier with all those holes in him? Well, the bullets probably add a few ounces. Good night, sweet prince.
Dog meat will get back up. Look what you can off them.
Awkward conversation with Darla's parents when I tell them their daughter...
You never actually meet or know who her parents
Well,
are.
At least the case is closed.
But, yeah.
Better get out of here.
It's a gruesome ending. You could have ended it peacefully. Now, what I will say is, if it's ended peacefully, Darla and Skinny Malone will end up being random encounters you can find out in the wasteland. So, maybe keeping them alive could keep your playthrough a little more exciting, as you never know, will you come across them. Now, this bit is probably the most annoying, because Nick sort of slows down, doesn't walk sometimes. I was mentioning that they started excavating into an old graveyard. Yeah, you can see old cemetery. Started uncovering all of these, but a golden watch is dropped out of one of them, so if you like a wee bit of grave digging, why not? Let Nick proceed on out, because the quest doesn't conclude until you get him out here. So head out the back bay. This will open a new entrance into the vault that you'll be able to use at any time. If there's more items you want to get, you'll be able to use this.
Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end
It's
up
usually
looking
hidden
so
under
familiar.
a bunch of rubble
Thanks
and
for
doesn't
getting
appear
me
till this
out.
quest.
How did you know where to find me, anyway?
Your secretary, Ellie.
She did. I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about your son.
I want you to come to my office in Diamond City.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
Now you can follow him or, you know, tell him you'll just meet him there. I'll say meet him there. Unlikely Valentine done. And then that'll start our next quest. Should come up in a wee second. And this leads on to getting a clue. Another decent one. Continuing on. This will eventually lead to the Brotherhood of Steel entering the Commonwealth and the presence of the Institute. You'll be able to get to them as well after a couple of more missions. So that's that. If you've any locations or other quests that you need help with, just be sure to Google them and put in Thomas Xplores and you will find me. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next one.